So my first question for all of us is, how does a pilot center or any health professional access the platform and the user management?
So, Prof. Julie, the entire platform will be available through the Oeso's website, which is oeso.org. They will be able to log in with a unique username and password. They can create their own login if they don't have one, and it is free. And using that login, they will be able to access the platform. So I would share my screen, and for most of the delegates visiting today are already on the platform, but I'll share my screen to just show you an example of how the platform would look like. Once you log in, you will be able to see the platform and the content which is posted on the platform.
Thank you. And the major word is interaction. And another question is, how will a user of the system interact with other major features of the platform?
The platform, again, has a social circle option where users and centers can interact with each other. It is accessible by the social link on the left that you can see on my screen right now. Here, when I click on social, I will be able to see all the pilot centers, which are with Oeso at this point in time. I may choose to click on any of the pilot centers to access their landing page. That is how they are going to interact.
What is shown on the landing page of a pilot center? Can you briefly show this?
Absolutely. So right now, I am on the landing page for the Medical College of Wisconsin. And as you can see, all the recent activities are listed here, which includes the recent research work that they would have done in chronological order. It will also show any events such as seminars or webinars or even conferences that they are going to organize in the future or may have organized in the past as well.
Are the team members shown on this on the landing page?
Yes, Prof. Julie, there is an option where a tab called Team Members, as you can see here. When I click on the tab, it will show up the team members which are involved in that pilot centers. All pilot centers would have their team members listed here and clearly marked.
And what else is shown on the landing page?
So on the landing page, you have, as you can see here, apart from the activities, you have got library, which is the research, medical research abstracts or videos posted by the center. And again, the events that they are organizing.
Okay. And how can one ask a question to a pilot center?
Right. So once a user is logged on to the platform, they are able to either follow or message any of these pilot centers. So once I click on message, I am taken to a page where I could compose my message. And this message is then sent to the team members of the pilot center. Now, this enables people from the platform to contact the pilot centers without disclosing any personal or contact information of the team members.
And my question is, can the public also have access to the question and answer system?
Yes, Prof. Julie, the public would also have access to the system. But if they are registered as a patient group or a public access, they would have some limited features which are specifically meant for medical professionals, but they will have the free access as well.
Yes, thank you for your precise answer. And what is an important thing in the platform, which is the library and the multimedia section? What does it comprise?
Right. So again, from any of the pages, you could go to the library section. I'm just going to click on that now. So the library then comprises of all the content. When I say content, it means any of the articles, videos, or the links which are posted by the pilot centers. So this will include your abstracts, research work, and even external links which are published in other journals. You can also put them here as a copy.
Perfect. And how can users do a search, for instance?
Right. So all content on the platform will be searchable by country and discipline.
And is there a free text search possible on the screen? A free text?
Yes, of course. The free text is possible, and it's very important because that is how all the search engines are now working. And we would want the users to be able to discover content using free text. Do not have to specify a country or a discipline.
And I guess that all pilot centers can show updates of their activities on the screen. And my question is are you going to ask for a mandatory type of font, for instance, on the screen?
There is no mandatory type of font because the system automatically takes the font based on the user who is accessing the platform.
Okay. And the content is also accessible on the homepage, I guess.
Yes. So let me switch to the homepage.
Yeah.
Homepage or the dashboard is accessible once you're logged in. So when I click on home, it shows me the content that is relevant to me. So the content on home for every user, for every professional, is going to be different based on their interest. So the system uses AI curated, which means it uses your behavior of watching the videos and the article on the platform to understand what you are interested in more. So my homepage will be very different from someone else's homepage based on my browsing history with the platform.
And it is curated, and the content will be curated. This is very, very important. Mr. Barwaj, is there a place for advertisers on this platform?
Yes, Julie, there are multiple places where advertisers may be brought in the future. So one of it is on the right where you see the global education in esophagology. So that is one of the places which could be used for advertisers. And then apart from that, all the library content or the page that you see here, there could be promoted content which would be from the advertisers. But again, across the platform, any advertisements or any promoted content will be marked clearly that they are advertisement and do not come from one of these pilot centers.
But do you mean that there can be a specific landing page made for sponsors, or for instance, to make a demonstration of devices or whatever that can be asked to us later on?
Yes, Prof. Julie. So very similar to how the centers have their own landing page, each of the advertisers can choose to have their own landing page on the Oeso Sempire platform as well.
That is very important.
Yes.
That is very important. And how does a contribution posted refer to a given pilot center for any contribution that could be posted?
Sure. So anything that is posted, including what you see on my screen right now, it clearly shows which body or which pilot center has posted that. So the first one is posted by Oeso, but as you can see, the third on my list is posted by the Medical College of Wisconsin. So it's very clearly marked that this contribution has come from which pilot center. And then again, all of that is clickable, which takes me back to the profile and full contribution of that selected pilot center.
It's very, very important. Thank you. And how is the copyright of papers taken into consideration? Because this will be certainly asked by the pilot center before showing their articles.
Right. So pilot centers have the opportunity to post their content. With each content that is posted, the pilot centers will be signing a waiver on the website that firstly, the content which is being posted, the Pilot Center has the copyright, and the copyright of that content stays with the Pilot Center, as Oeso as a platform would only distribute it, but will not own it. So that happens for every content that is posted on the platform.
Perfect. Perfect. What is the insight section you speak about in the implementation?
Right. So the insight section is currently still under development, but I will show you how it would appear when it launches. So I will share my presentation. So just like all the other sections, the insight section will also be accessible by clicking on the link, which they'll see on the left, and they would bring them to this insight section, which is provided to communicate with each other to provide or seek second opinion. So that is the objective of the insight section.
And can you show us how one can ask a question, make a demonstration of the question asked by someone? Can you make a demonstration of this?
Sure. So asking a question is straightforward. It's a single click. As you can see the button on top, which is currently highlighted on my screen, they just need to click the button to actually ask a question.
I see. And how is the reply provided?
Right. So for the reply, which, as you can see the list of questions on this page, you can click on any of these questions which have been asked, and you can post a reply directly on the platform. So you do not need any additional software for that. You can do it directly from the page itself.
I think it was really of primary importance to have these previous replies to some basic questions on the interpretation of this platform,